And I will have a copy of this on Google Classroom also, the video and the notes that I'm about to write down. All right, here we go. So given the conditional statement, write the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive. Now on your test, it'll give you a reminder on what all of those are. But the first thing we want to do whenever we get a conditional statement is determine which one my hypothesis is and which one is my conclusion. Your hypothesis from your conditional statement will always be after the if. So in this case, the hypothesis is that two lines intersect at 90 degrees. Your conclusion will be the phrase after the then. So in this case, they are perpendicular. This is your conclusion. So that's the first step, hypothesis and then conclusion. If you guys remember, the converse is when we just switch the hypothesis with the conclusion. So we're going to write if, actually highlight. We'll do this in this color. So if conclusion, if they are perpendicular, then the two lines intersect at 90 degrees. That's for my converse. For my inverse, remember inverse is your not. This is my switch. So for this one, all we're gonna do is add the not. So if, and we'll put this in orange, my not. So if two lines do not intersect at 90, then they are not perpendicular. Not. All right, and then my contrapositive is both the switch and the inverse. So we're going to do both of them. So if they are not perpendicular, then two lines do not intersect at 90 degrees. And there's the not. Any questions on that one? Let's go to the next one. The next one is using the angle addition postulate, which means that if angle ABD, so this is ABD, this whole thing is 76 degrees, what is the measure of DBC? DBC. So we're looking for this measurement. Notice how it has an X, so we need to solve for X first. So in order for us to solve for X, we know that this angle plus this angle is equal to 76. So that's what we will write. 5x plus 4 plus 8x minus 6 is equal to 76 degrees. Then we're going to combine like terms. This is 13x. And then we have positive 4 minus 6. We get negative 2. It's 76. We're going to add 2 to both sides. 13x is 78. Divide by 13x. Thank you so much. That would have been a disaster. So we've got 5x plus 4. That is DBC. So that's this measurement here. And instead of x, we're going to plug in 6. So 5 times 6 plus 4, we get 30 plus 4. So the measure of angle DBC is equal to 34. Questions so far? All right, let's go to the next one. This one says that these two angles are supplementary. What does supplementary mean? Perfect. It's when you add them and the sum is equal to 180. So that means when we add this angle and this angle, we make it equal to 180. So 11x minus 12 plus 2x plus 10 is 180. We want to combine like terms. So 11 plus 2 is 13x. Negative 12 plus 10, negative 2. And then we're going to add 2. we get 182. And 182 divided by 13 is 14. We go back to our question. It's just asking us for the value of x, so then we can stop there. X is 14. Yes, great job, Emmanuel. All right, let's look at the next one. What is a measurement of BC? So we have this whole segment is equal to this segment plus this segment. So we've got 5 plus 2x plus 6 equals x plus 10. Combine like terms. 11 plus 2x, subtract x from both sides. We get 1x plus 11 is equal to 10. Subtract 11, and x is equal to -1. It's asking for the measurement of BC. Did I do my math right? Yes. Looks like it. All right, so we're looking for BC, and BC is this measurement here. So we're going to say 2x plus 6, and instead of x, we're going to plug in -1. So we've got -2 plus 6, and we get 4. So this is equal to 4. Problems like this, easy problems, easy, 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 because all you have to do is identify the smallest to the largest. So if we're looking for the angle measures, we're going to look for the smallest side. Since this is my smallest side, then the angle that it doesn't touch is going to be my smallest angle. The medium side, which is this one here, is going to be across the medium angle. Hi, second. All right, so we have medium side, medium angle, and then my largest side is this one right here. This is my largest side. And this one is across, obviously, my largest angle. So if we want to list the smallest angle measure to the largest angle measure, we've got my smallest angle here, so that's angle B, then my medium, angle A, and then my largest, angle C. Easy question. Let's go to the next one. This one, we're going to list it from smallest to largest side. So just like we did the sides, we're going to do the angles also. So you want to look for the smallest angle. This is my smallest. So it's going to be across the smallest side, and this is my smallest side. So it's the side that's not touching the angle. And then we go to the medium angle, and that will be directly across my medium side. And then we look at our largest angle, and it's going to be directly across my largest side. So if we're labeling it from smallest to largest side, remember when we label the sides, we need a stop and a start. So we're going to start at C and go to A, or start at A and go to C. Use a different color. So I'm going to say AC is my first one. Then the medium one, we start at B, go to C, BC. And then my largest side, start at B, go to A, BA. So remember, it could also be CA, CB, and AB. Just switching the letters, it's fine. All right, the next one, we've done this already. So just to review, we have this side congruent to this side congruent to this side, and then we have this angle because these are vertical angles. We know that this angle is congruent to this one. So we have two sides that are congruent, and then the angle is in between them. Notice how your angle is in between these two sides. So we would use the side angle side postulate. Yes, Emmanuel, good job. Now what postulate will show these two triangles are congruent? We have a side with this angle with this angle with this angle. Now notice we have two angles. And where's my side? In between them or beside one of the angles? Notice how this side is only touching this angle, and this side is only touching this angle. So the side is only going to touch one of the angles. Any questions? All right. And then we're going to do one with angle, angle, side, side, angle, side, angle, side, angle. Okay, I'm going to create one for angle, side, angle. Let's say we had a problem like this. We know that these two are vertical angles. Remember my vertical angles. So this angle is congruent to this one. And here we have two angles that are congruent. This one's congruent. Oops. This angle is congruent to this angle. This one is congruent to this one. And this side is congruent to this side. So for this case, we have two angles. This angle with this angle with this angle. And then the side, are they in the same spot? No, so this one would be not possible or not congruent. Huh, that's awesome. All right, not possible. And let's do one more that looks similar to it. All right, so now if we have these two, again, these are vertical angles, so those are congruent. We have this angle with this angle, this side with this side, and then this angle with this angle. So you could use your arrows, or we can say that we have two angles that are congruent, and then the side in between them is congruent. So you would put the S in between